Hi friends, welcome back to Playworld, bringing you some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're playing Brightwing because I just missed her, and it's been a minute, so let's have some fun. Welcome to the Tomb of the Spider Queen. Enemy team Alfurion, Tyrael, Illidan, Tyrande, Falstad. Friendly team Leoric, Nova, Brightwing, Artanis, and Raynor. I gotta tell you guys, it's been a nightmare with matchmaking, and recently in Quick Match, it's been just gross. So hopefully, this is one of the better setups I've seen so far. Hopefully we can make it enjoyable and fun, but it's been just devastating. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully Blizzard gets on it quickly because it's been a lot of nonsensical team comps, dual healer one side with none the other, even though supposedly there's a rule that says that shouldn't happen. So with that all said, let's get into the game. Our trade, of course, is called Soothing Mist. Brightwing heals nearby allied heroes every 4 seconds. Our E ability, Pixie Dust, increases target movement speed and grants 2 charges of block. Our W ability, Polymorph, turns somebody into an adorable sheep, which makes it a little bit slow. And of course, they can't cast or do anything fun. There's silence and whatnot. And our Q ability is called Arcane Flare. Deals damage in an area. Quite awful, if I'm telling the truth. It's really not that great. But it does give you a little bit of wave clear as Brightwing, which is a little nice. Not really going to be getting a lot of killing blows with that, though. The first time we're going to be picking up is we're going to increase the range of our Soothing Mist because of the fact that we want to be able to be aggressive. The enemy Tyrande is going to go in there. Great Hunter's Mark and great stun. Tons of damage going down on us. They do punish us severely for that, and now we're going to try to poke as well. We're going to try to avoid, as much as we can, the stuns. But this is not a good lane. You never want to do a solo Brightwing against pretty much anybody. Brightwing is very much the epitome of a roam hero because of our Z ability, or Z if you are a Canadian friend. That is, we get to teleport to someone else instead of having a mount, which is really, really good. Of course, we have a Noah, which is a little bit of a problem, but I need a Leo here in the middle lane so I can rotate a little bit. For now, we're going to be content to just sit here and grab a little bit of experience, trying to poke as best we can on that annoying Tyrael, but he's going to be too strong for me to actually dive in and do anything about. Finally, Leo coming down here. I might be able to rotate down there to the bottom lane, letting him in the middle lane, although he's in a little bit of trouble. Let's go ahead and go back here, throwing him out, a little bit of help there, and then getting back the other way. As I re-engage here, throwing out some arcane flares and whatnot, and making sure that he gets topped off as he goes in lane. Great engagement there from Artanis. He does a great sweep. Let's go ahead and polymorph Illidan, forcing him to not be able to really do all his diving nonsense. We should be able to do a little bit of damage. As you can see there, we're getting him really, really low, but we won't be able to pick up the kills. We don't have enough damage. So I'm going to go here and throw out some more Pixie Dust right there on our friendly Artanis. A good stun there on Nova, but not much else to follow through. Go ahead, and here comes the polymorph from Illidan. He's very low. I was going to throw out the Arcane Flare just out of range. Can't get the kill. And I'm going to throw some Pixie Dust to Artanis to make sure you can get out with that block. And the enemy team having a little bit of issues dealing with us, but of course we're having a lot of issues dealing with them as well. I'm going to continue to sit here and poke Illidan as best I can. I don't really have that much mana, so I'm going to go ahead and Pixie Dust myself. Come back here, throw out one last Arcane Flare. That should pick out a kill one of those minions. And then get back here within tower range to make sure I get vision of these guys, so I will get experience. But for now, I'll just go ahead and back away, even though I won't get any of those gems. I am going to teleport home, get some mana and whatnot, and make sure I can re-engage here. The friendly team engaging really aggressively there. Nova missing a couple shots, so they're trying to go deep, unable to really secure the kill. And it looks like I have to go top lane again by myself in the Brightwing, because for some reason, Raynor and Artanis feel the need to be together all the time. Let's go ahead and grab a new talent. That is going to be, let's go ahead and grab Pixie Dust, increases Soothing Mist healing. That's going to help us a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull him off this guy immediately. Like, listen, get out of here, guy. Get out of here. We're going to go as aggressive as we can. Artanis jumping right there on Illidan. We're going to give him a little bit of Pixie Dust right there so he can get a little bit of movement speed. But, of course, the friendly Artanis engaging a little bit awkwardly with that dash, which is really not going to do him a lot of good as he gets teleported back to where he was. And, of course, Illidan, a very slippery target, manages to get out of the way at the last second. Again, I need to try to be roaming, so what I'm going to do is try to make it here to the bottom lane if I can. Artanis versus Illidan should be fine. What we need to do is try to make sure we get somebody on this bottom lane to counteract that Malfurion and to run to push. The Malfurion is right here. Let's go ahead and shield ourselves and try to avoid that stun easily enough. And now we're going to lure these guys into a little bit of a kill stun there to run in a bad spot. Great slow there from the friendly Leoric. Tons of damage going out, but the penetrating round almost saves her life. Luckily, the friendly team with a good follow through, they pick up the kill. That would have been really, really bad. As we're going to try to come back in here and do a little bit more. Let's go ahead and teleport up there to Artanis. We're going to be able to give him a little bit of Pixie Dust and make sure he gets topped off, as he did a good job of holding the enemy Illidan. And for now, we'll hold the lane while he goes to hand in. I think that's a good use of our time. We're going to be able to grab a ton of gems and, of course, get back down here to the middle. Artanis and I can pick up a kill here if you wanted to. If you turn around, although Nova might be good enough as well. Let's go ahead and hand this in. Nova's just going to blow him up I am going to polymorph from the moment I get close, and that is going to do enough to just basically avoid the dive. And Nova, thanks to Artanis' setup, going to pick up the kill there. Clean house. We get the top lane, and we continue to push this aggressively as we're almost level 7, and that is something vital for Brightwing, because now we can get Mystified. Basic abilities, reduce Soothing Mist cooldown, and this is very, very important, because it's going to allow us to heal a lot more aggressively. Basically, by casting our normal stuff, our Pixie Dust, our Polymorphs, we're going to be able to go really, really deep. We're going to throw out a Polymorph back there in Toronto. She takes a lot of damage, gets slowed down. Great switcheroo there. Artanis is doing a ton of damage. He almost picks up the kill. Can't quite do it. Let's go ahead and throw out some Pixie Dust to our friendly Leo as he backs away. That was good. That was aggressive, but sadly not quick enough. Let's go ahead and teleport back to base so we can get a little bit of mana and then return to the bottom lane momentarily. As Raynor might get taken down here way quicker than I like. I am going to teleport to Nova almost immediately to make sure I get a Polymorph right here and then switch things around. Leave her alone, you jerk. It looks like the enemy team is going to walk away for the moment being, but Nova really not going back into stealth, which is a little sad. I need her to be a little bit scarier. Looks like we are going to get rooted here for the moment. Not a big deal, as they don't really have enough damage to scare us, but the main thing here is to Polymorph to make sure he can't barrel roll out. No, misses the snipe, and that is going to cost us dearly because we do not pick up the kill on a really easy false set. Basically a free kill he was. But our friendly team does secure the rest of the gems that we need to handle. And then we have a bombardment down the middle lane. So I'm going to return here if I can. Actually, I'm going to stay here mid-bottom and just go up if I need to. We need to definitely be soaking experience. The friendly team neglecting the other lanes quite severely. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of a Pixie Dust. The enemy team trying to be super aggressive here. And that's quite alright, because what they don't want to do is be committing 2 players for one little Brightwing one in the middle lane. The majority of our friends are completely destroying them. And we are getting a little bit of experience here as well. I'm going to try to basically avoid this. I do not want to get rooted, but I do want to make sure I'm doing a little bit of poke damage there. Let's see how our friendly team is doing in the middle. Looks like they're doing fine. And the main thing for me, again, is to remain in lane, trying to get as much XP as I can, trying to do as much damage as I can without getting rooted and without dying, and waiting for Noah to come here. Let's go ahead and polymorph this false that he's going to take a lot of damage. Of course, she chooses to go on the enemy Malfurion, which is arguably a good choice, but I thought he was in a better spot to get away. It looks like our Rainer's going to dive in, doing a lot of poke damage. We're going to try to get behind these guys, give him a little bit of a boost of speed, and then we do pick up a kill on false set, re-engage the enemy team, grabbing their first web weavers of the game. Gonna force us back momentarily. I am gonna go back to base instead of actually hitting up that well. I'm gonna warn him of danger in case he didn't see that hearth ping, and make sure we were topped off. Damage wise, 4 kills to 2, 18,000, almost 19,000 damage for our friendly Rainer, 13,000 for enemy Toronto. We do have 13,000 healing compared to 8,000 on Toronto and Malfurion on the enemy team. Together they have 16,000, so slightly beating us in that regard. The next time we're gonna be picking up is gonna be Emerald Wind. We're gonna be aggressive and greedy here. Emerald Wind basically pushes everybody back. Go ahead and give this guy Pixie Dust and try to be as aggressive as we can. But because we have so much healing, I don't think we need anything else. And we can be really aggressive. Let's go ahead and give a little bit of a polymorph there. Great triple tap is going to pick up the kill there. And then we should be able to actually push this guy back. See, this is why Emerald Wind is great. And he can't really get away. We pick up the kill on Malfurion. And we're able to walk away here and clean out the rest of this enemy team, though. Toronto going really aggressively. Picks up a lot of damage. Almost gets taken down. She does get away in the nick of time, though. Let's go ahead and throw out some Pixie Dust and re-engage here to make sure we're killing this. I am going to hit up the healing wall before they break it. I feel like it's a sensible thing to do. We're able to actually sustain and not lose any forts. That was a good pickup there for the friendly team, although they did do quite a bit of damage here in the top lane. So, with Emerald the Wind, we're going to be able to make plays. While if we only grab Blink Heal, we would be adding a little bit of healing. But for now, because we go in for a pretty much standard set, positioning is the most important part for us. Let's go ahead and engage here. A Polymorph is going to go out. Tons of damage going down on Illidan. He's going to try to engage here. And then as soon as they're split here, let's go ahead and use that Emerald Wind trying to split them up. I take a lot of damage, though. I am being forced back. I am going to give myself a little bit of Pixie Dust and get into a good spot to return. The enemy team picking up a good stun there on a friendly Artanis. Is taking a lot of damage. I do get rooted. Can I get a Polymorph right there on this guy? And as soon as we're here, let's go ahead and split these guys up to make sure they leave us alone. And of course, Illidan in the bad spot gets taken down. We do lose Raynor. Sadly, not a big deal, though. That was a good little move there. I am going to Hearth. Nova doing a little bit more poke damage to Malfurion. We do have our teleport almost immediately back into the fight if we choose to do so. Of course, the friendly team not really pursuing, so I don't really feel a need. I'm going to save it for now. How are we doing? 7 kills to 3. 21,000 healing damage for... healing damage. 21,000 healing done by us. Wills is a little Tyrande, almost doing a really good job. Almost 20,000 hero damage. 22,000 from friendly Raynor. Really, really good stuff. He's going to go up here. Tons of damage going out. Oh, he barely misses that W. Almost catching her back. And, of course, our Leo here in a good spot to flank. So we're going to go super aggressive. Give myself a Pixie Dust in a second. There we go. Go as aggressive as we can. We are going to basically just polymorph there and do a little bit of damage. But the friendly team opting to switch to the top lane. Let's go ahead and rendezvous, that's the word I was going to use, with them to make sure we get a little bit of pushing going on here. Giving Pixie Dust to our friendly Leo as he's the front liner. And as soon as these guys die, we might be in a good spot here. Let's go ahead and actually polymorph this guy. Getting into the other side. And then, of course, Emerald wins, splitting them up in half. This is going to be really devastating. We pick up the kill on Tyrael almost immediately. Throwing out some Pixie Dust there on Leo. He's in a really bad spot. He manages to get away there the last second. We do pick up the kill on Falstad. This is Malfurion in a really bad spot at our position, but we can't get away. Great stun by the enemy Tyrande, holding us back. And, of course, not a big deal, though, because we're doing okay. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be... let's go ahead and get a little bit more protection on our Pixie Dust. Since we don't have Blink Heal, basically we're going to go for a little bit more of a defensive talent. So now we can give a little bit of an ability damage shielding whenever we Pixie Dust somebody. We're going to be able to get the top fort and push aggressively. It looks like our friendly Artanis is in a good spot there. Let's go ahead and polymorph this Illidan if we can get to him. There he is, and tons of damage going out. However, Artanis forced back. We are going to polymorph him. And he does get out of the way. However, this Tyrael really aggressively on us. That Arcane Flare are going to do him a certain amount of damage. He does get that shielding block, and we do get rooted as well. I'm trying to get myself in a good position to heal everybody up. Giving some more Pixie Dust to Artanis as he's chasing rather well. And he might be able to get that, of course, Malfurion, but he doesn't. And we just clear out the second fort. Get a couple kills here. And then maybe polymorph this guy. I don't see why not. Just do a little bit of damage. I am very low on mana, but of course I can heal as long as I'm near these guys. So as long as I'm hanging out here, we should be okay. We should try to retreat, though. As the friendly team did enough damage, we do pick up the bottom fort kill as well. That root almost landing on us, not quite, and we're able to retreat rather well. I am going to go all the way back to base to make sure I can actually mana up, having up the healing well for an emergency. Our Artanis in the bottom lane, a little bit out of position. He does manage to back away. And now we're in a really, really strong showing. The friendly team completely dominating 10 kills to 3. The enemy team might be able to come back here. They definitely need to do, they're 2 levels behind. So the main thing that we got to do right now is deny them the hand in, which of course 31 by Tyrande. She does get it right there. I am going to try to do as best I can. Giving myself a little bit of Pixie Dust. Here comes the polymorph right there on Illidan. Good stuff. He manages to run away at the last second. Of course, they have stealthy people. We're jumping in here doing as much damage as we can. Leo doing a little bit of a slow. I'm going to try to hand in while we wait. Of course, actually, I'm going to try to dab in here because this Mr. Friendly Rainer, very low on health, being really aggressive. More Pixie Dust to him. And now just try to get rid of these gems at the same time. The 90 enemy team. They did force a couple heroics there. Let's see what we got. I believe we didn't get anything. I thought we got Shadow Stalk from Miss Tyrande, but of course she did not use it. For the moment being, though, we're doing quite all right. Got to keep the level difference going. We got to make sure that we continue pushing, getting more gems, and not letting go of this advantage. So as long as we have Nova scouting there on the top lane, and we can come in here and be a little bit aggressive in the middle. You try to deny this Malfurion any sort of action. Nova with a great amount of damage there. We're going to polymorph him so he can't heal. And that's going to be an easy kill. Great pick. Here comes the Hinterlands Blast. Does nail me a little bit. And Rainer, but a little bit too late as that does not kill enough to actually put us in danger. So we're going to be fine. We're going to stay in lane. We're going to continue to push. It looks like Tyrande on the top lane by herself. Of course, Artani's grabbing some mercenaries there on the bottom. And all we got to do is keep denying the hand in, and we will be quite all right for the moment being. So we're doing very, very well. It looks like we only need 20 more. Almost getting there. The next talent we're going to be picking up is going to be... What are we going to pick up? I think polymorph enemies getting vulnerable is going to be really, really good. Because the fact that I was going to pick up Pixie Dust Bouncing, but really, with the amount of healing I have, 38,000, I don't really think we need to worry about that. The friendly team is doing a really good job. I just got to put that Pixie Dust on one of the good attackers. Oh my god, this Illidan gets completely destroyed before I can even react. Great stun coming out there. Let's go ahead and polymorph that enemy. Oh, Malfurion, but he does get invisible at the last second by the great Tyrande with her Shadow Stuck and tons of damage. Great root. Going to pick up a little bit of damage on our guy, but at the moment being, we're doing enough damage to walk away. Heal up all our friends and not have it be a big deal. Oh, tons of damage. That penetrating round, saving their lives actually in the nick of time as we were being really aggressive. Leo's going to go ahead and Wraith Walk out of there. At this point, the enemy team doing a good job with turtling, but they don't have a couple of cooldowns, so it's a good idea for us to just basically come in here, push down the middle lane, trying to pick up a kill. If I can get in a good spot, maybe get a good Emerald win. For now, it looks like we might be able to flank in here if we can. Great use against Malfurion. Oh, so close, but unable to really do much else. So it looks like Leo's going to jump in there, do a ton of damage. Let's go ahead and give him Pixie Dust just to make sure he's okay. Gonna go in here aggressively, polymorphing Illidan. He can't really do much else. Tons of damage going out from the friendly team. We do pick up the kill there on Tyrande in the top lane. Oh, great stun by Rainer. Picks up the kill Malfurion. Now we're just shoving down here in the bottom lane. Might be able to get a keep kill here for free. Great stuff. The enemy team completely obliterating. Again, all I got to do as a Brightwing is get in a good position. As you can see, the healing happens on its own every 4 seconds. I do get a cooldown reduced every time I use an ability, so whenever I pull Morph or I get Pixie Dust to somebody, we're doing a little bit better. But this is going to be at the very least 2 keeps, 13 seconds till the enemy team comes back here. This is not where they want to be, as they're completely forced out of here. All the spiders still up. Tons of damage going out. We might be able to pick up the last keep on the top, or go for core here if we want to actually have a team fight for a level advantage. I would say yes, why not? Let's go ahead and give a little Pixie Dust. Jumping here aggressively. Here comes the Polymorph from Malfurion. Tons of damage with a triple tap. That's a little bit overkilly, but we get it nonetheless. And the Philly team just backing up here casually as we get the last keep. Go ahead and throw out some Pixie Dust and protect our minions for now. Just completely obliterate him. Great stun from trying to save Falside's life. He's going to try to turn around. Damage coming out. It looks like Illidan trying to dive in here, but I don't really think they can do much else. We can actually go for core if we wanted to. The front of the team opting not to do that so far. It looks like Raynor going in from behind, doing a little bit of poke damage. I want to keep near this guy if I can. Give him some more Pixie Dust, and then let's, of course, separate these guys as I Polymorph Illidan immediately to make sure he can't really go in here or be super aggressive. We do pick up the kill. I'm very low in health, but I managed to get out. Leo going down, though, as I was crowd controlled. And now let's go ahead and give a little bit of Pixie Dust right there to our friendly Raynor, throwing out some more damage and trying to get out of here immediately. I think we have done the damage. We do pick up the top kill finally. And of course, Malfurion going down as well. We might as well just retreat and grab some boss kills and whatnot. The enemy team are quite in the defensive. Can't really dive in as best we can. I mean, we could, but it looks like the team opting not to really do that. So I'm going to back away all the way home. Looking at the stats, we haven't died. We have gotten 2 killing blows, 14 assists, 61,000 healing done, 51 damage for friendly Raynor, 39,000 for Falstad. Raynor is killing it right now. How many killing blows does he have? 6. And of course, 3 deaths with 7 assists. Raynor really, really strong showing. Let's go here and try to help our friendly Artanis, although maybe I would have been better off trying to help them here in the middle as they're trying to deny the next hand. And the enemy team very, very low though, so they need quite a few. I want to try to help Artanis while I keep an eye here. It looks like Illidan getting pushed back. Tons of damage going down from Nova. They're going to chase a little bit more severely than I like as they're going really, really aggressive. But of course, good time to call retreat there. Ah, man, this is taking forever for us to do this damage. We finally get these mercenaries in the middle lane. Arguably not worth it, as they are only bruisers. They don't really push that effectively, and we already have catapults going, though, so it's quite okay. The main thing we got to do now is, just deny Falstad the hand in and get a couple picks, and this should be a good game anytime soon. We could go for the boss as well, a 3-level difference. Quite big, especially if we hit that level 20. They're going to be in a lot of trouble, but it looks like the friendly team just opting to go in here. Be really aggressive. Raynor jumps in. Great double stun there. Let's go ahead and try to be as aggressive as we can. Get him the Pixie Dust. Here comes the Polymorph on Illidan. Tons of damage. We do get rooted, but Illidan already very low. He gets triple tap. And then, of course, we're going to try to jump in here and separate these guys with that Emerald Wind, splitting these guys up. This Tyrael are in a lot of trouble. Let's go ahead and give us Pixie Dust and just auto-attack him for days. And thanks to us and Nova and, of course, Artanis turning around, we pick up the kill. Now it's just a matter of running into the keep. It looks like we finally killed the last guy on the enemy team. We should be able to core this to the death. And at level 20, we'll grab something fun. What are we going to grab at level 20? 2 additional Novas, because why not? We're not really going to use it. That is going to be Oshi Road. Rather one-sided game there. 21 kills to 4. 68,000 healing done. Brightwing, 18-0, baby. I love it. My name is Al. I hope you enjoyed that video. And I will see you all next time. Look at the Falstad, 70 gems. Oh my goodness.